So how much money do you really need to start Amazon FBA and start making some money? In this video, I'm going to be running through all of the costs that are involved to start an Amazon business, from the cost of the product, the software that you need, and to the photos. Okay, so let's make this super simple. So what we'll go through today is the cost of the product, which will include shipping and import taxes. We're going to run through the software that you're going to need, which is Jungle Scout, and which one you're going to need, Amazon Seller Central account, the logo that you need and the barcode that you'll need, the photos, and any inspection. Okay, so let's use a real life example of a product. So let's start with the cost of the product. So the product that I used cost me $1.90 to purchase. And let's say I bought 250 of those just to start off with. So $1.90 times 250 units comes to $475. The shipping for this product, and I've gone and checked, would have cost $400. The import taxes for this specific product is around the 5% mark, which is $33. Most products coming into the US can be anything from 1 to 8%. You know, it usually isn't more than that, but it does depend on the product, so you would just check that beforehand. Your supplier can tell you. You can check on several websites, but let's say it's 5% and it's $33. So the total of the cost of the product to have it landed in the US would be $910. So let's move on to the software that you would require. So the software that you'd require is something called Jungle Scout, which allows you to find and search products really quickly and then analyze the numbers once you've found the product that you want to go ahead with. So you would purchase the web app, which costs you $29 a month. That's if you pay on an annual basis, or it would be $39 per month if you paid on a monthly basis. So let's just change that to $39. You would also need the Chrome extension. There's several versions of this, but I would always opt to go to the cheap one as well. This is the same for the web app. There are several versions of it, but I would say go for the cheapest one. It's all you need. So the Chrome extension would be a one-off payment, which is not a monthly payment, of $97. Once you have that, that will allow you to analyze products and find the correct product for yourself. So then we move on to Amazon Seller Central. So with an Amazon Seller Central account, you could either sign up for the individual account initially, which is free, and then upgrade once you're ready to upgrade and you're looking to sell a product, to the professional one, which is $39.99 per month. Now, when you're using the individual one is usually for if you're selling less than 40 products a month. If you're selling more than 40 products a month, then you would go for the professional account. It just works out cheaper. So let's move on to the logo. So the logo should cost you no more than around $5 to, let's say, $10. When it comes to the logo, I pick a name that sounds pretty decent, an idea of what I kind of want it to look like, and I go on to Fiverr.com to get somebody on there to do it, and they'll do it for $5 to $10. They'll do a nice, simple, straightforward logo for you and get it sorted really, really quickly. And that's how I do all of mine. With the barcode, again, for your first product, it shouldn't cost you no more than $5. Make sure wherever you buy your barcode from that you're buying a GS1 approved barcode. So whoever is selling the barcode must have bought it from GS1, and this is a requirement. And for the US, it will be called a UPC code, and for the UK, it will be called an EAN code. Let's just put that in, UPC or EAN code. So moving on to photos, there's several ways of doing this. So you could hire somebody to do this, which could cost you in the region of $100 and $150. What I tend to do is I find the best camera that I have available to me. I asked friends if they have a DSLR, and I found somebody who was able to just borrow me their DSLR just for a day so I could take some photos. Now you can take these photos at home, make sure it's with natural light where it's kind of in the middle of the day where there's most sunlight coming through, and you know, take some amazing photos with a DSLR. And once you have all those photos, select the ones that you want, send it off to somebody on Fiverr, and they will be able to remove the background. So if you see around me, there's all these bits here, the window and the light, etc. What they will be able to do, if we took a snapshot of me right now, the person on Fiverr will be able to remove all of these backgrounds and make it completely white. They're even able to touch up the picture if you want, but they'll be able to remove all of this stuff and give you an excellent image, and you're able to use those photos on Amazon. And that's what I do every single time with every single one of my products. That costs me no more than $5. Okay, so let's move on to inspection. So when you've got your product and it's ready, you want to make sure that you get it inspected. If you're only buying 50 or 100 units, you might not need to do an inspection. If you're buying 250 or more, you probably want to get an inspection. If you're buying 1,000, you definitely want to get an inspection to make sure that your products are up to scratch and to the standard that you've asked them for within the contract and agreement that you've got in place. So inspections can vary in price. It's cost me $100 before. It's cost me up to $220. In this scenario, it should cost the $100 mark. So let's say it's $100. So how much money do you need to actually start selling on Amazon FBA? So we can see here the cost of the product is totaling $910. That's including the product, the shipping, import taxes, and 250 units. So let's take that up to here and say $910. The Jungle Scout web app will come to $39 a month. If you pay annually, it will work out to be $29 a month, but let's leave $39 for now. The Chrome extension is a one-off payment, which is $97. So let's say for your first product initially, this will come to a total of $136 for your software. If you want to buy Jungle Scout, I have a link in the description. Make sure you check that out. Amazon Seller Central, we will be going for the professional account, which will come to $39.99 a month. Logo will cost $5 to $10. Let's just say it's $10. The barcode will cost us $5. Photos will cost us $5. The inspection will cost us around $100. So the total amount you'll need to start for your first product in this example would be $1,206 roughly. The cost of the product that you buy may vary depending on what your negotiation skills are like, what the product actually is, how much it costs to produce, etc. It also depends on how many units you buy. So I would say if you're going to give yourself a budget to start, I would say give you a budget of $1,200 to $1,500 and you should be okay. If you can stretch to as much as you can, I initially spent roughly $2,700 on mine. But it didn't need to cost that much. I bought 1,000 units and that's the reason why. Had I bought a lot less, it would have cost me in the region of $1,300 or so. So I would recommend $1,200 to $1,500 to actually get your product launched, and that's absolutely realistic and absolutely achievable. If you don't have that kind of money, don't go and borrow it from somewhere else. Try and get that money and make that money yourself. Buy some products from the store that are cheap, that are selling at a higher price on Amazon. Go and sell those products and make some money, and look at the things that you have in your house. Try and sell those. Go into Craigslist or go into Gumtree. Get all the free stuff that you can and sell them on eBay or Amazon and try and get enough money so you can get started. So as with all my videos, if you like this video, make sure you give it a like. If you think it would be useful to somebody else or anybody that you know or in a Facebook group, etc., make sure you share and subscribe so I know to make more videos like this one. We also have a Facebook group, so make sure you click the link in the description and join. And if you have any questions, make sure you write them below. From the cost of the product, the software that you're going to need, and photos.